What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Foambirds RC. I'm Hugh, and today we are beginning a new series. So excited for this, so let's dive in. Alright, kicking off a new project. I am so excited about this. I've wanted to do this for a long time. This is something that I've always kind of kept on the back burner for someday in the future, and today we are finally going to start. If you guys have not seen the title, which probably most of you have, and even if you have seen the title, I'll elaborate on it a little bit. So basically, the goal of this project is we are going to turn all of this, lots of parts, into a Flitetest Master Series Mustang. Flitetest Master Series Mustang is a beautiful airplane. Everybody who flies it says it flies really well, but we're not going to be building it exactly like Flitetest does. I'm going to be scaling it out. If you guys are unfamiliar with that term, basically what it means is taking some parts and aspects of the build and aircraft itself that aren't scale and turning it into something that looks a lot like the real airplane. So there are a couple things, obviously, with the Flitetest Mustang that I am going to change, namely retracts, flaps. We're going to do some weathering, some painting. I'm going to get an airbrush probably, which I'm super excited about. And then just like little details, full depth cockpit, clear canopy, and like spinner, some things that you don't usually see on Flitetest airplanes, but some things that I think we could just use to dress it up a little bit. So today we are going to be going over parts. As I cut this, there were a few things that I did, a few changes that I made to the parts of the airplane. Nothing that should give you guys too much trouble, no major modifications, but some things that you should keep in mind while you're cutting out and building the airplane. So the first thing that I did, super simple, is, as you can see here on this wing, there are no control horn slots. So one of the things that I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to make hidden linkages. This is going to be a huge challenge. I have not done anything like that before, but that is one of the goals that I do have for this build, so we'll see if we can get that done. So in the spirit of that, I did not make a control horn slot because I don't want these linkages to be external. The next modification that I made along that same line was on the back here, this back piece, there were holes for the push rods to go to the elevator and rudder. I did not put those holes in there. Again, I want it internal, so that's another thing that you guys got to keep in mind. I did not build the intakes on this plane. The goal is to eventually 3D print the intakes to get a little bit more scale look, so I did not cut out those foam intakes. The last little mod that I made was I cut out the elevator and rudder of the airplane and the ailerons on the wings. I do not intend to use these. Hopefully I will use like the insulation foam because I want like an airfoil type shape, and I also want some rib details since the real airplane had fabric covered control surfaces. I would like to try to replicate like that look on these planes. You can't really do that as well on foam board. So I think I'm just going to pick up some of that insulation foam and work with that. The reason I did cut these out is templates. I'll be able to cut the insulation foam to shape so that it'll fit really well into the fuselage, but it will still be able to have a little bit more of that scale look. So that's basically it. Those are the things that I did that were major changes to the build. The other things will probably be more adding on, not taking away from the parts, so you can build the parts pretty much exactly like it has it in the plan, apart from those few little modifications, and we'll just cover everything else that I do. If I do end up using these foam board pieces, I will let you guys know. but I don't think that I will end up doing that. I just really like the look of those control surfaces when they're ribbed like that. So yeah, so that's it. I'm super excited to be kicking this off. This is going to be really fun, and I'm so excited to go through this with you guys. So until next time, till next video, I'll see you guys in the field.